but in my play-by-play sheet, I circle big plays. It could be turning points. This could be a turning point.
Did you put a second circle around this one? This is pretty big.
I put a star.
Ready? Get the ball. Flicker. Black. Hey, Delta.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Second and 10 now from the 27. To throw, Cousins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Tried to go back again to Adam Thielen, and it'll bring up third down. From the gun, here's Cousins. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. Now Jackson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Well, I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick 6 on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and said, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Now Jackson throwing again. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Ben Gideon. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Now after that sack, it's third and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Here's Jackson on third and long. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here first and 10. Cousins and the Vikings with a first and 10 at the 39-yard line. Throwing, Cousins. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. A first down throw for Cousins. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Cousins. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on fourth down.
Here we go again. Here we go again. Mike 41. Mike 41.
Gun.
Screen. Got the screen.
Cousins to throw for it on fourth. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining.
Let's go.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Ingram. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. This is caught. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Willie Snead. 51 yards. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Mike. What tight end?
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. Because if you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Here we go again. Hey, look, 48. Look, hey, we're going to like the 48 right now. Let's go.
Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. Play that shot deep. Don't let him breathe, defense.
Showing up. Showing up.
Gun.
Motion.
Wait,
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. They go play action here on first down. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. Well, there's a time and a place for everything. Down 2 scores late in the 4th. I get it. Now is the time to throw it downfield, but that one might just write an end to this ball game.
Yeah, I hear all the time how critical I am of play calls. Not in this situation. No other choice, really. Look at the clock, look at the scoreboard. Had to press it and take a chance.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. After the interception, here's Jackson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Emerson Griffith able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Brought in left side by Snead. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Jackson now to throw again. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Try to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour.
I just got bags from Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. wiping it down when the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top on the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my drink.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up. Here we go. Flying in. He's coming. He's coming. Here it comes. Here it comes. There we go. Kill. 26.
Prescott on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on second down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
54, go to 54. Line.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
He's checking. 37. Check. 45.
On third down, it's Prescott. And on the left side, he's got Witten. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the third down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Jackson from the shotgun. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away.
But there was no trace of nervousness there. He was able to diagnose that play from his linebacker position, stay in excellent coverage, and bat the ball away.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
They're running it.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football.
Let's go, B, let's go. Hey, let's get there.
On third down, Jackson forced out to his left. He can run for it, and Jackson hit, and he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
That, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit and, in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore. Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Prescott. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. 23 yards the pickup there.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You circle the Pro Bowl. Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
2nd and goal at the Ravens' 1-yard line.
They come out here in the I. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Extra point by Moore, up and good. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And this return nets.
At their own 27-yard line.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by George Iloka. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
Here we go, 46. Mike 40. You don't want 46.
From the 44. Prescott got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Check. Go to 54. Line. Go. 48. Hey, we don't like the 48 right now. Let's go. Coach, 40. Go 46. Hey.
They just get the play off. Now Prescott. Cooper's got it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Cooper's first catch, and good for a first down. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. Cooper was the target there.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. A handoff. It's Mark Ingram. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Ready? H-A-Gator. Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the boot.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Miles Boykin, 76 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. That one good for 26 and a first down. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen, but everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 50-yard line.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
Prescott now from the 50. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it second down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
On the left side, Gallup's got it. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row, I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Patrick Onwuasor up to make the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
He'll have a first down inside the 10. And down to the 7-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Now Elliott. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that, got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now from the 7, here's second and goal.
Titans Ringo. Titans on Ringo. Titans on the Ringo. There we go. Kill.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They come out here in the eye. The Cowboys on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is third and goal. They'll try to run it with Morris. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Alfred Morris. As the first half is winding down, and the Cowboys have taken the lead. Marr on for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Next to score, Cowboys 14, Ravens 7.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
15 seconds, all that remains for this first half as they come up first and 10.
4 down, check, 4 down. Check, 48's the mic.
Operating from the gun. Jackson, flush to his right. He's going deep for... And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off Byron Jones. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10.
You can't block me. Go to 54, go to
Final play of the half. Prescott. Well, they had a first down and more. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And the third quarter starts with a run by Ingram. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Jackson now. And that will be incomplete. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
Hey, alert 48. Hey, we don't like the 48 right now. Let's go. We got to get that ball right.
Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his 2nd interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Following the interception, here's Prescott. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Is that not the very definition of a tough yard game?
Now, is that one where as the receiver you go to your quarterback and say, how'd you even throw that?
Yeah, I think you do, and I think you wonder, what type of a route are you going to send me on that only 1 yard is going to be the result? If I'm going to go in there and take contact, let's go and get something out of it, not just 1 yard.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Prescott. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards. Prescott now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10.
Kill.
Hey, look, 48. Hey, we don't like the 48 right now. Let's go. Watch the run.
Go. Get out there.
And again, it's Prescott. Completes it to Jason Witten. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Gun.
From the red zone now, Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll bring up a second down. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Well, his first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 18. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by George Iloka. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this a jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad need pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see Modesto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, that make pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number saved, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Put numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet points of God.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking to